Hi, it's your girl D coming to you live. No makeup, no time, no hairdo, no wigs. I just got off of work and I wanted to do this quick clip right quick on just some little ideas and thoughts. I did put on my earrings though. I love my earrings, they the joint. But anyway, I just wanted to put down some stuff for tonight. I think our main problem is we have some kind of fear of the rights to be 100% responsible for ourselves. I think like if a person is supposed to be God living within them and trying to be righteous, then to me you should be able to see it in all areas of their life, not just like in some parts. To me, there is nothing wrong with wanting something out of life and not wanting to see others be destroyed or self-destruct, or when you get to that point in your life where you can see that for everybody, then to me that's a good thing. I don't care how you're doing it. I don't care if you are serving Buddha. I don't care if you serving Muslim. I don't care if you serving Christianity. I don't care if you celebrating and worshiping Judaism, practicing Judaism. I don't care anything about any of that. I really don't. I think all of it really, as long as, because they pretty much have the same rules, just the 10 basic ones that we can't even get past, those right there, I think if you could, just stay on those, don't try to go deep. Just don't, because you can't even get past the first 10, let alone anything beyond that. Hell, I can't even hardly get past 10. So, you have to, when you see a group of people and they want you to do something a certain way, then those are the people that make excuses. To me, it shouldn't matter in what way that you're doing it, as long as it stands for justice, as long as it stands for peace, understanding, wisdom and knowledge, long as it's taking care of one another, long as it's treat the children right, long as it's treat the elderly good. What's the problem? For real. So, my thing is this: with what is going on in the world today, I really don't think we have time to sit around with our thumbs up our asses while we try to decide who God is going to come and save us. I don't think it is highly intelligent for one group of persons to think that they are more important than another group of people when we all damn struggling. I don't think that there is a such thing as hell, because this is just how I feel when you are already living in it. So, if you want to entertain me, if you want to, stay on a kindergarten level instead of thinking of ways to solve the issues other than to lay around and talk about the small things that really don't make sense at the end of the day because we ain't following them anyway, that's when we have a problem. That's when psychologically we are all screwed up. And that's when that we love to waste time on small things and never ever seem to get to the big things, and that's why we always stuck. So, with that said and done, it just is what it is. Everybody is always assuming something. But if you want to assume something, instead of making assumptions, why don't you just come out and damn ask? If you have to beat around the damn bush and choke the chicken and set the house on fire and run up and down the street just to get an answer for what you want, then yeah. It says, you have to slow down sometimes. Just sometimes, and think before you open your mouth. Or even sometimes you need to slow down and think before you damn think. Because what you think is what you manifest. So, it's just so many things that could be said. But I'm not going to waste my time. I already wasted making this video, you know. But I wanted to get it off my chest and say what I had to say. You don't have to agree with me. Who gives a shit? Really? Who really cares? At the end of the day, who really gives a shit? Who cares? Nobody. So, that is not the main issue. Or it should not be the main issue. If it was the main issue, then we in some sick shit. That's all I can tell you. So, while we are running a rat race, and while we are trying to figure out who's more smarter than who, and who has more bigger house than who, and who husband got a better job, and who wife butt is the biggest, and who sucked the best dick, long as we doing stupid stuff like that, you ain't got to worry about it. Your ass is where it probably supposed to be, on the bottom. And I done went left on that one. Because I'm just so tired tonight. I'm tired. I worked all day today. I don't even feel like no shit. So, you know, that's all I had to say. My thing is, what makes us so undivine? What makes us as people just so grimy and so low? But when I think back on it, if you're always singing and humming that you're old ranch, I mean, it is what it is. I guess that's what we are. We're just old wrinkled up, old rusty ranches. Oh, that say, you know, ranch like me. I mean, when you think about stuff like that, for real, that's the image that you get about yourself, because that's what you talk about. That's the only thing that you got on your mind, is how screwed up you are. So in order to be thinking like that, you know, you have to actually be feeling that way about yourself. And as you feel that way about yourself, that's the shit that you project. It don't take long. It really don't. So, whew, I think I'm done for the night. I think I'm over it. I've said what I had to say. And I'm going to get in here and lay it down. Because I got to do it all over again tomorrow. I ain't born with no silver spoon in my mouth. I don't have a big old house and big luxuries. I ain't even trying to get that shit. You know why? Because I put people out every day that has that. And to me, it's fruitless. It's nothing. I mean, you can't even buy a loaf of bread, but you got a house bigger enough to house your whole entire family, but you won't do that because you're still selfish. Bam. Now you got it. Now you're getting it. You know. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely. But those are just my opinions. And evidently it's just me to see it. So, anyway, I'm going to get in here. It's late. It's 8:25. I got off of work late. And everybody know I got to do paperwork. And I'm trying to fry me some chicken because I am hungry. And I'm going to run my kids to bed because they are back there bumping around and about to get on my nerve. And let me see. And then after that, I'm taking my butt to bed because I am tired. Or as my friends say, I'm tired. Anyway, it's your girl D. Thanks for listening to me, I guess, amp out or whatever. But I don't even like that because that's not even the type of person I am. I like to express myself, and I do it in different ways. And, you know, I write. Hell, I sing. I can't sing worth 2 pennies, but I do it anyway. Because who says I can't? Definitely not, you know, other people that think that their opinion about you count. It don't count. Because as an individual, I know I'm not, you know, purposely doing anything wrong. I'm not singing, drop it low, swing it low, scrub your coochie on the floor. I'm not doing none of that. So really, it doesn't bother me. Really, not at all. Because I know my own heart. And I know what I'm about. So, I mean, I think if people would just judge their own hearts and you know, I don't mind being judged. If somebody want to say something about me, that's your right. You know, if you see me do a matter of fact, you see me doing stuff that really doesn't line up with helping other people, then you need to tell me you tripping. You need to, because evidently I have forgotten. If you see me, if I drive past you and I look you dead in the face, check this. went out for my anniversary. I'm chilling. And we eating at the restaurant. And there's this girl that's up there that graduated with me. She's over on her side, and her family is eating. It's about maybe 20 of them, maybe 30. And I had my, we had a little party. We only had a party at 8. I think it was 8. Yeah. Or, yeah, 8. Okay. So, I walked past her all night at the dinner party. And she never, every time it seemed like I would pass her, she would put her head down. And I don't know what that was. I really don't. But this is my thing. If I feel like you don't want to be bothered, I'm not going to speak. Because you can tell in a person's face, when you walk into a room and people are already in the room. When you come in and they know you, even sometimes people that you don't know. I'm burning my chicken too, so let me make this fast. But when you come in, their eyes light up. You should be happy to see one another. When you stop letting your eyes light up in the sight of somebody that you're supposed to love and care about, then there's something wrong. When they walk into the room and your eyes is like, oh God, not this joker again. Oh my God. When you have emotions like that towards somebody, either you need to check yourself, or what is it about them? And then if it's something about them that you don't like, or if they doing something that you don't feel, like is going to be for their best interest at the end of the day, then, you're supposed to tell them, not sink your eyes or hold your head. And I ain't talking about tell them something that you think because you think that's what's supposed. I'm talking about for real stuff, not the phony stuff, but the for real stuff. Don't just drop your head or not answer their phone calls or be ugly. You're supposed to, even if you have a quarrel with somebody, to me you're supposed to reach out to that person. When I find people, if something is wrong or something, I'll call. I don't give a damn if you fell and broke your pinky. I will call you and say, hey, what's wrong? I heard blah, 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 blah. Not in a sense of the other person need to be on the other line tomorrow. Oh, she just called me. Girl, she could care less about my pinky. When we get to that point where we can stop thinking like that, we might be all right. If somebody call you out of concern or out of just want to say hello, if you feel in your heart that they're doing it sincerely and not that you're having a bad day, then why don't you respond back? If you call somebody and you just are being nosy, or you just are being malicious, or you just are just being the asshole that you are, then don't waste the person's time. They can probably figure out that you are just calling to be nosy. People can pretty much pick up on that. But sincere-hearted people, when they call you, you need to pick up the phone and say, yeah, what's up? Or hey, I heard you wasn't feeling good. Or hey, how was your day today? All that petty stuff, cut it out. To me, especially if males are bad, males are worse too. I'm not even going to talk about the females. I'm going to talk about the men, because y'all have such a macho way about you. If a person was trying to be nice, then, even men, they'll her and grunt and her, that's so-and-so girl, I don't even want to talk. You need to be honest with the person too and tell them, you know what, man, sometimes you be tripping. Sometimes, man, I don't like what you do, or man, what you're doing is wrong. It's nothing wrong with saying that. I thought we were supposed to be all about correcting each other out of love. Not a tug of war, but just correcting each other because you see the other person maybe out of character, or just, you see them headed for destruction. You just trying to say, yo, would you let your best friend drive down the highway on a car with no brakes at 100 miles per hour in curves? Or do you let them do it and just shake your head and be like, oh, well, I told that. It's one or the other. 2 or the 3. Whichever way you want to put it. I'm drinking warm water because it's cold outside. I've been in it all day. I worked I worked hard today. I like to say something. I worked real hard today. And as y'all can tell, I'm toning down because I'm getting it all out. I'm saying everything I want to say, you know. And I'm in the comfort of my living room. And I guess if I was in the comfort of somebody else's living room, I'd probably be just as calm. I probably would say the same thing. It wouldn't change because I think people have done enough destruction to each other. You know, I'm thinking of so many things, you know. And the person that knows exactly what I'm talking about, she knows how it feels to have her throat cut by somebody, and or they try to cut your throat. I mean, I'm in the contractor world. I get my throat cut all the time. I just sew this mud back together. I get the sewing, you know, and just sew it back. Because as long as you go through life, people want to cut your throat. People are going to, and it's not supposed to be that way. That's the bad part. I shouldn't even be having to say that. Oh, when you go through life, people. I'm hoping that one day we will stop going through life cutting each other's throat, trying to measure ourselves up to other people, trying to hinder what other people are doing. Wasting time on stuff that really doesn't count, because there's so many things going on in the world that does count, that we lose focus on petty things. You know, you so worried about the little ant hills outside, and they're pure mountains with volcanoes exploding. I mean, just stuff like that, you know. So anyway, I can hear my chicken frying down, so that means I need to flip it. That means I need to flip this joker off before I burn my meal and I'll be bad. So anyway, peace and blessings. I'm your girl D. I love you all. I respect you all. Good night. Deuces.